From the Classic 107 studios in downtown Winnipeg, 107 Live for Birchwood Jaguar, the art of performance.
And welcome to a Birchwood Jaguar 107 Live for this Wednesday, January 31st. In the studio with me this morning is jazz singer, songwriter, Katrina Van Humbeck. She is part of the Music and Maven series, and she'll be performing this afternoon at 1 p.m., but she was able to come by our studios this morning to sing us a couple songs. So good morning, Katrina.
Good morning, Michael.
Pleasure to meet you for the first time.
And it's a thrill to be here with you this morning.
And welcome to Classic 107.
Thank you so much.
So I know you were scheduled yesterday, but with all that crazy traffic and snow, it didn't work out, but I'm glad it worked out for this morning. So
I'm
thank you.
thrilled to be here, Michael.
Thank you for coming
so
in.
much.
So before we have a conversation, I'd love to hear a song.
Perfect. This is a song called I Wanna Steal a Kiss. When I see your lips, I barely can resist. I wanna steal a kiss. When you saunter by, I cannot tell a lie. I wanna steal a kiss. What's the harm in wishing that you and I were kissing underneath the moon so bright? My lips on yours would feel so nice, a taste of paradise. When I see your face, my thoughts begin to race. I wanna steal a kiss. When I hear you talk and when I watch you walk, I wanna steal a kiss. There's no point denying that maybe I'll start trying to resist the lure of you. It's plain as day that you don't feel this way. What's a girl to do? La 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 When we start to dance, I think about romance. I wanna steal a kiss. Holding cheek to cheek, I feel I'm in too deep. I wanna steal a kiss. Mention of your name makes my heart flutter. Sweetest music to my ear. Reality takes hold of me that you adore another. I wanna steal a kiss to taste your luscious lips. Perhaps we'll never be beyond a dream for me.
Lovely. Thank you very much. That is Katrina Van Humbeck. She is here singing a couple songs here as part of Birchwood Jaguar 107 Live. She's performing this afternoon at 1 p.m. at the Gwen Sector Creative Living Center. That actually is from her album called Blue and Beyond, that song. So thank you for that, Katrina.
My pleasure, Michael.
So I'm going to get you to get a little bit closer to the microphone. Come on over here. If we can get you to... There we go. Closer to the microphone. So tell us a little bit about yourself, about your piano playing, your singing career. How did that all come about?
Well, I guess I started my music journey in junior high, I'll say. I fell in love with music as a grade 8 student listening to a Brigadoon rehearsal, and I thought, this is it for me.
And the psychology endeavors of university didn't quite pan out. I thought, no, it's not going to be psychology. I'm going to move on into music and theater. And that led me to developing a career as a professional teacher in music and theater. And I had amazing teachers in high school. And I send a shout out to all the music educators out there, because that you're impacting lives of one person at a time. And I send a shout out to Marion Hart and Ted Stebbing I'm a Maples Collegiate grad, and I just really valued my education there. And so then I became an educator for the better part of my professional career, Michael. But then just 2 years ago, when my mom passed away, things somehow it was a game changer for me. And then meeting some professional musicians, I decided that my journey was changing. And here I am, a new kid on the block as a musician out there, hustling gigs and just enjoying and writing music. I became a songwriter after my mom passed away as well. And here I am.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that songwriting. Is it something you just picked up a couple of years ago? Weren't really doing much at all before that?
No.
Wow.
I did script writing, and I have a minor in literature as well as in my university career, and I just started songwriting just over a year ago. But again, as I love language, I love literature, and I'd been writing, but not in the terms of writing music.
Mm-hmm. Who are some of your influences when you think about your music writing?
My music writing. Wow. I guess I love musical theater. I think a lot of just going back to listening some of the beautiful, the Showboat, the Phantom of the Opera, the Les Mis, and you'll find in my first album, Blue and Beyond, a lot of musical theater elements slip into there, even though I've tried to be jazz, but of course there's so much musical theater in there. So I have to say there's a lot of, and then Barbara Streisand, I just, not so much in the writing, but just in the flavors of the music.
Her voice,
her style, absolutely.
Well, it's interesting, when I listen to your voice, it does sound kind of classical music theater. That's sort of what I hear in the influences in your voice. There's not a ton of jazz inflection, right? When you hear it's, there's no zippity boo blah, there's none of that. It's just more pure. There's more of a pure sound to your voice.
Yeah, thank you. I do try, again, as I said, this next album I'm working on, my next project, and I think there'll be some different flavors in this one coming out.
Well, I noticed that your album, what's called Blue and Beyond, it's 4 different sections. You've got longing, love, loss, and beyond. So now your next one is going beyond. Is that
absolutely.
Is that the case?
I think so.
So when you started writing this album, did you specifically write them in 4 different?
I did not. I just wrote music, and actually it's my family members and one of my producers, Jonathan Lexick, said to me, it kind of sounds like a story. Have you thought to kind of categorize it? And then I said, you're right, it does. And so then I ended up putting into these categories, and it just sort of made sense. I guess my subconscious knew all along that maybe that's where it was going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sort of compartmentalizing what you were going through at the time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So your mom passing away was a big
big thing
for you.
It was, and I guess I finally felt like I have something to say.
Mm-hmm. And so you've pretty much not given up, but you put it on the back burner teaching. You still do a little bit of teaching, but now your main focus is
I do teach.
The music.
I've always loved teaching, and I teach privately through the Winnipeg Conservatory of Music, beautiful venue on Portage Avenue right across from Polo Park. I teach private voice there and vocal jazz. A number of days a week, and then I'm dedicating a lot of time to my craft and working on my music and writing. And
did you learn to play piano as a kid, or is that something you picked up later on as well? I
actually learned to play piano mainly as an adult. That's something that I was a vocalist as a younger person, but most of my piano training came as an adult, and I still continue to study. I was working on my grade 9 piano, which was a lot of learning in a lot of years.
Yeah, it's hard to take up an instrument as an adult, or anything new as an adult. It
is,
really.
Absolutely. But I continue to study piano with Melody Coop in Winnipeg, and I study jazz stylistic training with Helen White. So I'm a forever learner.
That's good.
Yeah, continue, absolutely.
Yeah. So tell us a bit about the concert this afternoon. That's a few hours away. Really.
Yeah,
1
it
o'clock,
is.
You're performing at
very
Gwen Sector.
Thrilling.
I just want to mention I'm in the studio with Katrina Van Humbeck. She's part of the Music and Mavens, Radio JCC Music and Mavens series, and it's 20th year now, actually. And there's some concerts taking place in the afternoons at the Gwen Sector Creative Living Center, 1588 Main Street. So you're performing this afternoon.
I'm
Tell us a bit about
performing
the
this
concert.
afternoon, and I'm thrilled. I'm going to be in a duo with the impeccable and incomparable Larry Bjornson on double bass. He's our import from Halifax, and he's an amazing bassist. If you even just came to listen to him, you wouldn't feel disappointed. He's that, just even if I wasn't there, he's just that great. So we're just very excited. We're putting on an hour-long concert at 1 o'clock this afternoon, and there is a luncheon that's being served at 11:30. So it's a really beautiful venue. I was there visiting yesterday, and I thought, wow, this is just lovely. And it's frequented by seniors and different people of all walks of life, and I'm just excited to be a part of this concert series. It's a thrill.
So people can go to radiojcc.com for tickets and more information about it. Katrina Van Humbeck this afternoon at 1 p.m. Gwen Sector Creative Living Center, 1588 Main Street. So I'd love to hear another song.
I'd love
You
that.
did an original. Now you're going to do a standard,
I'm going to
believe?
do a standard. The concert this afternoon is a mix of my original songs and then some jazz standards, because people love to hear what they know. And the song I'm going to do next is called Can't Help Lovin' Dat Man from Showboat.
Okay. Oh, it's a musical thing creeping in.
Oh, listen, sister, I love my Mr. Man, and I can't tell you why. There ain't no reason why I should love that man. It must be something that the angels done plan. Fish gotta swim and birds gotta fly. I gotta love one man till I die. Can't help loving that man of mine. Tell me he's lazy, tell me he's slow, tell me I'm crazy, well maybe I know. Can't help loving that man of mine. When he goes away, that's a rainy day. And when he comes back, that day is a fine. The sun will shine. He can come home as late as can be. Home without him ain't no home to me. Can't help loving that man of mine. When he goes away, that's a rainy day. And when he comes back, that day is fine. The sun will shine. He can come home as late as can be. Home without him ain't no home to me. Can't help loving that man of mine. Can't help loving that man of
It's Katrina Van Humbeck. She's performing tonight, this afternoon at 1 p.m. as part of the Rady JCC Music and Mavens series, Gwen Sector Creative Living Center, 1588 Main Street. Go to radyjcc.com for more information and tickets. Thank you very much for coming in. It was a pleasure to meet you.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Michael. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great time this afternoon.
Will do.
You'll be all warmed up by then, that's for sure. You've been up probably since 5 o'clock and ready to go. And although you said you're going to change into like a nice fancy gown. So
yeah, absolutely.
It'll be a whole different feel.
I'll be dolled up, so just come out and see what I'll be wearing.
Yeah, and you'll hear a whole bunch more music as well. Thank you. And you can check out, I don't know if she'll have some of her CDs there called Blue and Beyond. You've been listening to Birchwood Jaguar 107 Live.
107 Live is Classic 107's intimate concert series, brought to you by Birchwood Jaguar, the art of performance.